How are you doing?
Hi, I'm well as can be.
Yeah, I know. And thank you for speaking to me. It's
All right.
really been a while since we caught up, but good to connect again.
Thank you. Same here.
So, as you know, I'm doing this, just to give food for thought for people during this time of COVID-19.
Yeah,
So,
that is true.
yeah, so I wanted a perspective from you because you are a travel author, writer, absolute evangelist in that space, and I look up to you because I like travel as well. So, how has it been for you being home for this long?
First of all, I'd like to say that I mean, you and I and a lot of other people are far better off than most other people. You know, having said that, yes, it is a little difficult. It's a difficult time because uh, there's no work. I mean, there's no work from home for me because I never work from home. My work is always away from home. You know what I mean? I mean, of course,
Oh,
I write from home and all that, but to write from home, first I have to go away from home to an exotic place or drive to a different country or
yeah,
drive in a different country or do some trips and then come back and write.
yeah.
So I haven't done that. Uh, I had plans to do it. I had plans to do it in spring and summer, but all that has gone down the drain because of this virus,
No, absolutely. I
right?
mean, I think that is why I wanted your perspective because the travel industry is going to see a sea change after this, isn't it? It's not never going to be the same.
This is not going to be it's not going to be a permanent thing. Okay, maybe for 6 months or a year and a half, there'll be a lot of precautions and cautions into place. Or if you want to really urgently go somewhere, then you should be ready. You must be ready to factor in a 2 week quarantine once you land over there. You know that could. I think these are possible. These are scenarios that could happen. That governments and countries will have maybe you need to have a test certificate done within um, not more than 3 days prior to your departure. You know that you're free of the virus, or they might want you to sit in quarantine for 2 weeks. But I don't think this is going to become a permanent issue. Yes, a permanent scenario. Yes, the travel industry is taking a hit. People cannot sit still in one place. They'll want to go to different places. You yourself know that the minute there's a break of you
Window.
a 3 day break, you want to go somewhere. You want to go and see the world and all that. So
Yeah.
to tourism departments, you think they're going to sit still? They're going to fight this. They're going to really try to find unique ways to get things going again. Hotels, restaurants, airlines. You know,
So tell me, Rishad, I know that you have come out of a very personal challenge as well. You had a brain surgery, am I right?
yeah, I had
No,
a couple of
please tell me about it because I think, someone who's come out of a challenge like that and starts traveling again and going to Mount Everest after that, the base camp. I mean, I find that story so inspiring. So, in a situation like this that we find ourselves, that is why you are so positive right now, also, right? Because
no,
one
for
does
me
come out of it. One does come out of it. So, tell me more about that story.
for me it's a sort of deja vu. September October 2017, when I had this subdural hematoma. It's a blood clot between the brain and the skull. So that time I was thinking that maybe I want to do again hop, like I used to before that I'd gone to Australia, then I'd come back and I'd gone to California, then I came back to India, then I went to Spain and Portugal, then to the UK, then to America, then to Peru. I came back to India. From Peru, I did the Machu Picchu trek, the 4 day trek. I went to the Such Pass, which is a 17,000 foot, 15,000 foot pass. And that's when this all came to a head. I mean, that's when it really, I started feeling nauseous and I couldn't walk on that. So so I was really wondering when I was recovering that will I be able to live this kind of life again, and what's going to happen? Everything's so uncertain, and I don't know how it's going to pan out for me and all that. So yeah, but then fortunately it worked out. I mean, within 3 months I was driving. For 3 months they told me I couldn't drive. The day I could drive, I asked BMW for a car and drove straight to Delhi from Bombay. Because I'm not driven for 3 months. I'm not driven, and it was a lovely car, the 520D. No,
I love that. I love that. No, you did
I
the Mumbai to Madrid as well, right?
no, from Munich to Bombay.
Munich to Bombay, yeah, Munich, yeah.
So, but that time I knew that it was my personal challenge. This time, and I had to really work hard to get out of all that. This time, I'm not very perturbed. I said the whole world is in the same mess. So we'll sort it out. I'll just sit and wait.
Tell me, what are the 3 things you would advise to people who are sitting idle? Have really found nothing to do. They have nothing to do, and that's a real challenge, isn't it? Especially if work is your life, and then you're made to sit at home doing nothing. What is your advice to them?
For people who are sitting idle at home, not doing anything, I would say that. I mean, enjoy your time. Yeah, this time never going to come back. You know what I mean? It's never going to be that you're going to have these weeks together of guilt-free sitting and doing nothing at all. You know, the art of doing, how the Italians say now, the art of doing nothing at all. The joy of the art of doing nothing at all. You may as well enjoy it. Sit, wake up whenever you want, lounge in whatever clothes you want. I'm saying this is your time to put your legs up and do nothing at all without the guilt. So may as well make hay while the sun shines.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. That minus the guilt, Thank you so much for talking to me. And
No
I just can't wait to see you traveling again. I follow you, or you know that I am stalking you on social media. Sorry?
I can't wait to see myself traveling again.
I'm sure. Actually, that's been my challenge as well, because I'm an outdoorsy person. So for me to stare at walls all day has been the biggest challenge.
I would suggest one more thing. You can learn a new language. You know what I mean? You can sit in Rosetta Stone. There are so many apps online that can make you learn a new language. You can learn how to play an instrument, the piano, whatever you want. You can listen to. There are concerts for free. The Royal Opera House is showing Peter and the Wolf performed by the Royal Ballet School for free. If you want to go and see it, the ticket is minimum £50. In the UK, it's being streamed in high density. I think it's been streamed. Yeah, in high. It's been streamed in HD on their YouTube channel. It's free. There's another Andrew Lloyd Webber shows are being shown for free. So there's so many virtual museums you can tour for free. There's so much stuff you can do for free from the comfort of your living room, because we have high-speed internet. I mean, you're saying, just imagine if you were, if this was 200 years ago and you were Robinson Crusoe, stuck on an island. What would you do then? Aren't you better off? There are so many people around the world working to improve your situation, to get rid of this vaccine. I mean, get rid of this virus and develop a vaccine. So may as well enjoy the time you're sitting.
So well said, yeah. So thanks so much, and you stay safe. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.